Hey everybody, this is a video with the intent of helping you prepare for our interview. So I think all of us are so incredibly busy these days, just like nuts, and to make the best time of our interview and to try and keep it to half an hour. Your time, my time, all of us, our time is so valuable, not just specifically for ourselves, but so we can give our gift. And I think you've got a story. You've got a story to tell. I think it's always hard to tell one's own story, I find. Um, and I love telling stories. I love telling stories about people. Always have. And now I am spending time doing that. I use my own writing. I create prompts. I use ChatGTP for, and depending on what I'm working on, that's what I thought. It's like a secretary. It's like the best secretary in the world for an AI. Fantastic. And I'm very clear about the prompts that I put in. So here's what I would love for you to do. I'd like you to take 15 minutes. If you can squeeze it to a half an hour, awesome. But 15 minutes minimum. I want you to take a pencil, one of these things, an actual pencil with lead, and I want you to take some paper. One piece of paper will be enough, 8.5 by 11 or A4 or whatever, a piece of paper, because you're going to be writing on it with your pencil, okay? This is prepping you for our interview. I'd like you to take that piece of paper and draw a line right across. Diagonal, perpendicular, it does not matter, but draw a line from pretty much side to side. Now we're going to be remembering the last 10 years of your life. You're going to be doing this yourself. You're going to be doing this before we have the call. So 15 minutes really should do it. I want you to put 2013 on one side and 2023 on the other. And then I want you to start drawing a little line on your, perpendicular to the line that you've drawn. And any event that you think of that was significant in your life, whatever it might have been, given your perspective now, draw a little branch off this line and then just write down briefly what it was. So for me, something between 2013 and 2023. I took over a farm 2013. I started learning how to farm. I'm not a farmer, but I managed a farm, my own farm, for 10 years, well, 8 years. So just 2013, started Nematona Farm. 2016 was in Paris giving mind clearing retreat. There, just whatever pops up that was significant to you, please try and do it, first of all, just from your own memory. Just think about what was it? What, I look back 10 years, gosh, it would take a while to write down the significant things that occurred for me in the past 10 years. I think it's 13 years now that the iPhone really came out. It's ubiquitous now, or smartphone is ubiquitous. But a little 10 years ago, that was not the case. So what have you experienced in the past 10 years that is significant to you? There does not have to be any pattern whatsoever. You can start at one end and go along. There might be some years that there's nothing there. There might be some years that there's 15 things there that were significant. Just allow yourself to write down in pencil what comes up, preferably pencil. The reason why I'm saying pencil is this is a tactile exercise that you are going to be stimulating your muscle memory. You're going to be reflecting on your life. This is a brief exercise. When you do it, let everybody know. Don't disturb me for 10 minutes. Let me have some quiet space. I need to focus. And try and do it where you're not going to have any interruptions. Kids, wife, husband, dog, do your best. And it can be a little bit of a challenge. But I tell you, if you actually gift yourself with 15 minutes uninterrupted, no cell phones going off, no phones asking for your attention. Then, when you're done, set it aside. You can look at it, you can reflect on more, but just that bit. And when we have our call, which I'm so looking forward to, you will have stimulated your memory of the past 10 years of significant events, significant in your own point of view. It might be business, fun, it might be marriage, relationship, oh, goodness knows what. But 10 years with people that I interview, lots have happened. And if you would be so kind as to bring that to the interview and be willing to talk about it. If there's anything you don't want to talk about, that's totally fine. Just let me know. It's not a problem. And my style of interviewing is always respectful, and I want to pull out the best of you. And sometimes the best of us is really hidden. So I work hard on bringing out the best of you. So this is the little intro video for you. I'll send it off to you right now. And if you are watching this on the YouTube channel, please listen to this again, maybe start pulling out your pencil. And if you think that you happen to have a story of a life that, you know, probably somebody should know about, it would be a good idea. Whether this is for business, for your business biographies, awesome. If you're an entrepreneur, would love to help you, because it's a challenge getting yourself known out there. And I always want to support the entrepreneurs who are so busy in their business that they're who they are is being set aside or left behind. Their story of who they are. And technology is all, virtual recordings are all. Ultimately, these interviews will sometimes be done in person on a cruise ship. I am so excited about that. And sometimes it will be in person, who knows what continent. But I look forward to having great conversations and great interviews with you. And would suggest try and do this at least more than an hour before our interview, so you have time to reflect. A week before our interview would be a great idea. Just write it out, set it aside. It doesn't have to, you don't have to pick it up again. Your memory will have been stimulated, or if you want, you can bring it to the interview and just say, hey, you know, because I'll be asking questions about your life, and depending on where it leads, and obviously the intent of the interview, which for me is to let people know in the world who the heck you are, and what business you do, what service you provide or product. And there's some pretty cool stuff out there. So look forward to talking with you, and have fun with your pencil.